Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 16, and we begin this episode by chucking Princess Ruto up on top of the platform with the spiritual stone, and look, she has it. It's the Zora's Sapphire, and it's levitating. Yay. Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu Jabu swallowed it. I bet you did. I remember you were just yelling at me and throwing stuff and threatening me, all kinds of bad stuff. It was a bad time in our lives. But now that I've found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. Okay. So take me home right now. Oh, whoa. Demanding. Demanding much? So when you go to try to jump up there with her, the platform ascends into the ceiling, and she complains about an octopus, which is never good. Anytime any girl is screaming about an octopus, you know shit's gonna go down. And here we go, a huge-ass octopus, and it's going to run after you, and its name is Big Octo. Attack it from behind. So what do you need to do? Get hit by it like that, turn it around, and you need to hit it from behind with a boomerang. And that will stun it, enabling you to be able to hit it with your sword. So the problem becomes you can only go one way because of the spinning spiked platform in the middle. So, but if you do get hit by it, it doesn't take away that much health. It turns it around. You can freeze it with the boomerang and get a sword slice in. Preferably a jump slash. So that's pretty much the strategy here. There's not much else to it. It can get annoying if you try to outrun it. I suggest you don't do that because that will just make this battle so time consuming. There, I caught you turning the wrong way, Big Octo. When you do stun it, he will most of the time turn around, although sometimes he will continue coming the same way, which unfortunately, at that point, there's nothing else you can really do other than get hit and have him turn around and then try to catch him in time. He doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate with me here. What's the deal, Big Octo? Trying to eat me or something, man? Alright, well, I guess this tactic isn't working. Crap. I guess getting run over had to work then. Get a sword slash in there. Wasn't a jump slash, but that's alright. Yeah, the slingshot won't do anything for you either, so don't worry about using that. No, you're supposed to turn the other way, Big Octo. Come on, man. And or Lady Octopus. I have an idea, though. Because we have an item that attacks a wide radius, and that's what we're going to do. After we stun him, the fire will go behind him, and see, it does damage to him, and he turns the other way. So we have something to use to our advantage here, and I suggest using this when you just can't seem to pull off a good attack. After he's stunned, the fire damages him. You can do that like 3 or 4 times, and that's going to end up being the end of the Big Octo. And when all else fails, you can always just get hit by it for no reason. And that's going to do it for Big Octo, the mini-boss. The real mini-boss, because if you remembered, all we had to do was fight all those stingers to get the boomerang, so we didn't have a real mini-boss. We don't get anything for this, unfortunately, other than to progress forwards. But I need to fill up on magic and such, so I'm going to destroy all these jellyfish, and then we'll go back. Okay, so they didn't really give me too much magic, but that's okay. Don't really need it. I don't need magic anyway, man. I don't need it. Okay, so the floor ascends, but where in the world is Princess Ruto? She's not here. She's somewhere else. I already have fairies in a bottle, so I guess I don't have to worry about capturing that one. I'm just going to let it heal me for less than a complete heart, I guess. And we're going to just go through the door here, and we have these giant flailing red thingies. And you're probably going to want to kill the... oh, crap. That wasn't good. You can't jump on them unless they're stunned from the boomerang. But you're going to want to kill the Octorok first, because trying to aim and all that stuff while the Octorok is still alive and shooting at you just isn't easy or fun. So you can just shoot him through the crack there with the slingshot and get him out of the way, because Octoroks are just nothing but a nuisance. They're pests. Unlike Big Octo. Yeah. Okay, well that's all we need to do to get through this room, which really isn't that much. And we're getting dangerously close to the boss, and by dangerously close, I mean we're going to do it in this episode. Yeah! So, once you jump on the platform across the way, it descends, and now we're all the way back to the beginning. Like, this door to the left here is where the entrance is. So, what you need to do is grab one of these little boxes that were very inconspicuously hiding over there the last time we walked through. And you're going to want to jump on this switch, and it's another switch that needs weight on it constantly in order to stay pressed. Put the box down on it, and then you can proceed on through the door. And now we've reached another room with a bunch of jellyfish, or berries, whatever, just kind of floating around. They're pretty much harmless now that we have the boomerang. Where's the other one? There you are. I hear a golden Skulltula somewhere. Where are you, golden Skulltula? There may even be two in this room. I don't remember. Maybe it's on the other side. So I know we do have to go up to hit a switch to unlock the door that leads that way, straight across the way there. But don't know where exactly the golden Skulltula is. Where are you, spider? You can always hear them because they're loud on purpose. Oh, there you are. So you don't necessarily need the boomerang for this because you can climb right up there and get it. But if you want to be cool, you do it the boomerang way. Because that's what cool kids do. I would know. Okay, so at the top of the... Oh, crap, I almost just committed suicide there. So there's a switch that you have to hit, but there's glass there. What? It just went right through it. Really? Hello, game. So you can't hit it with the slingshot. You need to hit it with the boomerang, which finally it worked. I don't know what the hell is going on. It was literally going right through the switch and not hitting it, because that makes a lot of sense. Okay. This just isn't going my way, man. Okay, so now we have the boss room. This is the last section of the inside of Jabu Jabu's belly. Obviously, there's no way out. And there's something making weird noises. Oh, crap. This is one big monster. And way too many jellyfish. And a lot of electricity. This is one of the cooler bosses. Bioelectric Anemone Barinade. And this thing has a couple of phases, unlike the other battles that we fought so far. Barinade. Many parasitic jellyfish swarm around this monster. Aim for its body, which is protected by the jellyfish. So, oh crap, I almost got electrocuted. So the first thing you need to do is hit each of the tentacles with the boomerang to detach it from the ceiling. Once that's done, did I get all of them? Yes. Now it will start. What? Oh crap! Doing a spin of doom type of thing with all of its jellyfish. You need to stun it with the boomerang again, and you can get a bunch of shots in before it comes out of the ground and starts spinning around like crazy. And it's going to make it really difficult to get anywhere because all those jellyfish are in the way, protecting the body, as Navi was saying. So we need to aim to get rid of these jellyfish if we're ever going to hope to inflict any more damage here. So how do we go about doing that? Well, if you're lucky enough to hit it with the boomerang, it will get stunned and stop moving. Then you can kill off a couple of the jellyfish at a time. If you're lucky, you can get two, but most of the time, you're just going to get one, like what I just did. But the advantage to that is now there's not nearly as much closed off space. There we go, I got two. And there's only two jellyfish left. So we need to kill off all of the jellyfish because we can't inflict any damage with it going inside the ground there. One more. There we go. No more jellyfish for you. Now it's going to do a crazy death spin and move at a much faster rate. And it's also going to be shooting electricity at you like so. And if you just keep jumping out of the way, you won't get hit by it. Unless you try to fool it like that, then he doesn't fall for it. Because he's amazing. So you need to actually keep your distance here so that the electricity doesn't hit you. The farther you get away from it, the better its aim is, ironically. And just get as many jump shots in as you can. Oh, it's going to shoot me again. No, get away from me. You are not going to shoot me with that electricity. You can't hit it while it's doing that, by the way. Now it's going to shoot while it's spinning. And even more so, it was always shooting while it was spinning. But it will keep moving away from you most of the time. And then when it gets closer to you, it seems like it moves faster and just like, I don't know, zooms right in on you. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. But Barinade is no more. That was actually a pretty cool boss fight. Much, much better of a fight than what we had against the King Dodongo, which really wasn't anything. But that does it for Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. We can pick up the heart container here. And we're putting up quite a bit of hearts up there, as you can see. What are we up to? 7? That's a lot. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Well, that made no sense. She's obviously drunk and or high or both. But needless to say, yeah, we're teleporting out of here. Cool beans. Fresh air again. No more intestinal fluid. Yucky. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. You just knocked me off of a tree trunk, you crazy bitch. And now she's in the water with us. I heard the splash. No, get away from me. Stop being a creepy stalker. I mean, what are you even doing? You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Is that your catchphrase? Just a little? How about you move away from me just a little? What do you wish? Just tell me. Nothing really. Hell no, I want that spiritual stone after all I did to save you. I mean, I carried you around. My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. And I might also not call it that, which I like that option better. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora Sapphire. Sweet. But we're not getting married because that's weird. And I'm like 10. Can't marry you when I'm like 10. And it's glowing. Whoa. Shiny. Pretty lights. Whoa. Well, this is the third spiritual stone and the final spiritual stone. And that means that that's the last dungeon that we have to do as a kid. We obtained the Zora Sapphire, the spiritual stone of water. And of course we have no idea what she's talking about when it comes to marriage and all that other stuff, but all we needed was the stone, and now we have that. Okay, so there's... Oh yeah, I'm not going to tell your father. I know. Well, there we go. We have one more thing to do really fast, and then I'm going to end this episode. There is a golden Skulltula over here, and it is in the tree, I believe. So you need to run into it, as always, and he falls out. It doesn't have to be nighttime. Slice, slice, down it goes, and we get the golden Skulltula token thingamajig. I'm going to blow up this rock really fast, but I don't think there's anything in it. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. But I had to try. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And stay tuned for episode number 17. Game on.